Right, it has been like 8 months trying to get this sorted, and to be honest with you, I was never going to do this again. Right. This is what happened, right? This isn't me putting blame elsewhere, but this is what happened. I got a phone call about 10 months ago from a promoter who said, could you get the COMMS back together for a one-off gig? And I was like, to be honest with you, we probably won't get past the fucking first rehearsal, mate. And he said to me, look, he said, I'll be honest with you, as long as you're stood at the front of the band singing those songs that you wrote, then it'll be the Communicators, and whether you like that or not, Mitch, that's the case. And I was like, yeah, I don't like that. You know, the guys I was in the band with are, and still are, the most amazing musicians that I knew. So why would I think that, you know, it was all about me? And I sort of had a bit of a row with this dickhead on the phone, and the phone went down, and that was the end of it. Well, roll on a couple of months, I was in the studio doing some solo stuff, which isn't ska, but I was doing some solo stuff. And this freaking song just kept going round and round in my head, and I was like, oh, I couldn't concentrate on what I was doing. So I said to Ollie, I said, just press record a minute. I put the guitar on and I played through this song, sung it. He recorded it, and he was like, through the talk back, he was like, what the fuck was that? And I was like, I don't know, but it was going around in my head, and I can't concentrate on what we're doing because I keep singing this song. And he was like, it sounds like COMMS. I was like, well, you know, I wrote a lot of the COMMS stuff. In fact, I wrote all the COMMS stuff. So yeah, it's not surprising. I love ska music, that's the way it is, but it just needed to get out of my head. So I did that. And then it was like, okay, that kept happening. And I kept saying, just chuck that in that file, we'll look at it one day, just chuck it in that file, and it kept happening. And then one day I was in the studio, and this freaking promoter rang me again, and I was in the studio, and I was like, I've already told you that, you know, I don't agree with your view on it, you know, I don't believe that it's just me, and blah, blah, blah. And he said, look, he said, the only way I can convince you of this, he said, I've been to see other bands that have got all the ex-members of the Communicators in, and they're great. I was like, well, yeah, they will be. I told you they were great. And he was like, yeah, but they're not the Communicators. He said, I've seen a band somewhere in Bristol, I don't know where, so whatever. He said, I saw a band, he said, and I literally counted, and there were 7 ex-members of the Communicators in the band. But it's like, well, where's Mitch? And I said, look, I told you I was uncomfortable with this conversation. I don't believe that what you're saying, you know. He said, well, you are wrong, which is why I put the post in here, because I thought, because I was right, because I said to Ollie, the phone went down again because I called him a dickhead again, and I said to Ollie, the sound engineer, how many songs were in that file? And he looked through, and there was something like 17 sort of demos. And he was like, let's have a listen. We listened, and it was like, I said, what was that first one? And we put that on. And that first one that I couldn't get out of my head was the Resurrection of a Rude Boy, which I think you've seen. And then the one after was the North London Invasion one. And there's one called We Are the COMMS, which you haven't heard yet. And it's like, oh, this stuff's good. It's really good. And I love it. And I love all this. And I said, well, let me just put a post out seeing if people would be remotely interested in me putting out a solo ska album, blah, blah, blah. So I put a thing on Facebook, and I said that I'd put this page together. So I put this page together and asked people, and we got 752 members in 5 hours. And I was like, Jesus. You know, we'd been gone 5.5, 6 years. And I was blown away by the response and people saying, yeah, and it went woof really, really quickly and big. And I was like, this is amazing, but I haven't got a band. And even if I go out as the Mitch Jones fucking whatever, or Billy and the Bollocks, then I ain't got a band. And I've created all this hype all of a sudden. And so then I started auditioning. And I think I said in a post the other day, I've seen 4 drummers, fucking X amount of bass players, and it has taken this long while you lot are all sat there going, well, when's the gig, when's the gig, when's the gig?
More importantly, the Tropicana gig and how I heard about that. It was through yourself, actually. I know you sent me a message saying it was going on. I know I've pestered you enough over the last 4 or 5 years. Every time I see you, I remember a trip down to the Gold Cup about 4 or 5 years ago and asking you when you were looking to get the Communicators back together, because you still had a great following who I believe would come along and watch you. You just bought me another drink and we cracked on with the rest of the day.
I think it was late 2018, or early 2018, sorry. And then I remember seeing something coming up on Facebook. I don't know whether it was an old Communicators page or I'm not quite sure, to be honest with you, but anyway, I remember Mitch getting in contact, putting the word back out there, saying that how would everybody feel if the COMMS were going to play again? Would people be interested? And I immediately went, yeah, from being a COMMS fan from the old days, thought, yeah, it'd be great to see them again. Yeah, and so it all basically stemmed from there. Mitch then kind of drip fed us stuff, what was going on. There was new material to be done, chance of a gig, chance of seeing them play live again, and basically just kind of progressed from there. It was really exciting, I thought, anyway. I knew Mitch was really excited about it. I think he was also, when the guy approached him and asked him to rearrange to start the COMMS again, I think he kind of felt a bit like, oh no, that was done, it's dusted. But then realised, asking around and speaking to other people, we then realised that yeah, there was an outlet for it. People wanted to see him again. People wanted to see him play. Somebody wanted to see the COMMS. So you know, things got exciting. You know, Mitch then put out stuff. There was new tracks. Frankie Howard's Slippers was going to be done, but it just meant him getting a new band together. So again, you know, he just went out, started doing stuff. Again, all on social media, drip fed through to us saying, yeah, got a bit of a band going. Yeah, it looks like it's a possibility. Then there was oh yeah, the gig looks like it's going to happen.
So I heard about the reunion gig on Facebook, on the Communicators page. Would people be interested in a reunion gig in Weston-super-Mare Tropicana? And I think everyone just went crazy. Everyone was welcoming back. Please, yes. I know I definitely was. I haven't seen them for probably about 5 years up to that point. So Mitch went and planned and did an absolutely fantastic job.
Saturday going, well, when's the gig? And I was like, oh man, this is like pulling teeth, because it's got to be right, you know, out of respect for the people, anybody that's been in the Communicators, and you know, you guys expect us to sound like the Communicators. You guys expect us to be good, and what's more important is I expect us to be as good as we ever were. So finding the right people has been a challenge, and we've now got a settled lineup, and we're getting ready, you know, and it won't take that long for us to get ready. But this is where we are, you know. I've introduced certain members, I've played you snippets of songs and stuff to sort of show you this is what we're like. But now it comes to a gig, and you know, the proof's in the pudding, and the reason we picked the Tropicana and Western, it would have been a Tunnels. It would have been a Tunnels in Bristol, because that was a bit like a home gig for us, and you guys always turned out there. But that would hold 300-400 people, and that was always great. The Tropicana and Western's the next best thing for me, because it's sort of in the middle of a lot of where people who follow us are, but also they've got these 2 rooms, and you've got this one room that'll hold 400 people, and then there's another room that'll hold between 600 and 800 people.
you know, from the word go, the fans were always involved to a certain degree. So yeah, it was exciting, and and then all of a sudden, you know, Mitch said, "Yeah, I've got a band." Mitch was releasing tracks online, and really good. He was happy with it, and then it was like, "Yeah, we've got a venue. Communicator's going to reform. We're going to be playing at the Tropicana in Weston-super-Mare." Exciting times.
I hope you'll be able to go and buy tickets. Get everything sorted. I've got mine.
I'm so excited! I've got my ticket. Have you got yours?
If you bought tickets online, you would have been sent an email with a scan type barcode thing. You need to either keep that on your smartphone or print it off and bring it with you to the gig, because that is going to be your entry, that's going to be your ticket. Weirdest fucking rehearsal ever last night. Turned up at this place. I said, "Where are you actually rehearsing, mate?" He said, "In here." I was like, it's full of people playing bingo and hoi and stuff.
The King of Spades.
What do you think of this, mister?
Oi, oi.
The 5 of Clubs.
Yeah.
The 2 of
We've
Hearts.
rehearsed in some places.
Hey?
We've rehearsed in some places. Yeah. No.
The Queen of Diamonds.
You want?
Top 10.
The 3 of Clubs.
He's like, yeah, they'll give you feedback. It's like, I don't want feedback, I want to rehearse. But it turned out to be a bit of a crack, actually. Well, it's all gone fucking mental in here, innit? Please go out and buy tickets. I know I keep going on about it. So obviously the tickets have been flying out. Yeah, people who haven't bought tickets, please go and fucking buy tickets. People buying tickets from Newcastle, people buying tickets from Scotland, people buying tickets from Manchester, Liverpool, and those tickets will soon be gone because it hasn't taken us that long.
As soon as tickets became involved, bought tickets. Just couldn't wait for the gig.
And we've been selling on average a fuck ton more than that. So those of you who I've said, please go and get tickets. Please go and get tickets. Go and get tickets. Please buy them
I had a choice to make because there was another concert that I wanted to go to, but this was the Communicators. You know, what was I thinking?
Morning. So the day has arrived.
So the day of the gig was just like Christmas Day. Everybody was so excited. People posting their pictures of their travels to the Tropicana on the Facebook page, which was fantastic. People coming from all over Europe.
Premier in Western.
So I think we had people, someone from France, from Bosnia, from Fishbone, all showing their travels, which was really, really good.
Boys are in there. They're already setting up and ready to go. So there'll be a long day. So don't forget, do your videos for us. And later on we will announce this big surprise that I'm excited to tell you about. Alright, take care and I shall see you in a few hours.
It's a weird thing sound check really, because it's like you're in a big fuck off empty room and you know you're practicing going through the songs and making sure everybody knows where their cues are and that you know all the lighting's sorted, the sound, the visuals, you know, and going through all that on the day when you're going to be doing a gig is tough. And you know, when you've got a big band like the COMMS are, you know, you've got 9 people to get everything right at the right times, etc., etc. You know, down through to you know the intro that we were going to do with the pyrotechnics and everything else that goes with it. You know, and it takes
that sort of precision timing, and you can see why bands have crews of like vans and vans and vans of stuff and people, because it's hard work. It is hard, but and you're buzzing for the gig anyway, and at that point you just really want to get on with it. And yeah. The merch to get sorted out, set up and get ready, and make sure that that's all where it needs to be, making sure the venue are happy with what you're doing, making sure your crew are happy with what's going on, getting your head right to go and give the best possible performance you can, and then you might get a chance to sit and have a beer. Shortly after that, you're getting early bird people turn up. You're getting people hanging around outside the venue. You're getting the door staff, security staff, all the crew from that side of things. They're all starting to arrive, and so then you've got to get up and go again. And this is why you have tour managers and stage managers, etc. And it takes a lot of hard work and organising. But I've got to say, that day at the Trop, it was like, on the morning, like, it had been so stressful getting it all together, and we had to jump through hoops and stuff. But then on the day, I can remember Pnut saying to me, "You're calm, what's going on?" And I was like, "I've done everything I can. We've done everything we can." And everybody's, here, all the stuff's in place. We know we've sold 700, I think it was something like 746 tickets online, and we knew there were going to be some walk-ups as well, so we knew the place was going to be busy. We knew it was going to be great. All the people were in place to help get the gig running smoothly, and it's like, what have I got to be stressed out about? This is what I've been waiting for, and now all I've got to do is go and do the bit that I know I can do. And then there's some meet and greets.
The night of the gig, it was absolutely intense. It was something I've never seen before, and whether you'd be able to recreate that, I do not know.
And it was just, place was buzzing. The fun bus had come down from Bristol, and it was just an awesome gig.
What a gig at Weston-super-Mare at the Tropicana. Thoroughly enjoyed myself, took the wife along, had a great time, got the shout out, couldn't believe that.
And then you're watching people funnel in front doors, and people you haven't seen for ages, and having conversations with people that, do you remember this, do you remember that?
You come far tonight?
Barry, we've been.
Barry.
We're from the Black Country in the West Midlands.
Oh, right, yes.
Come all the way just for this tonight.
Oh, I know. It'd be such a letdown if they didn't do your favourites, wouldn't it?
Bristol.
Oh, Bristol.
Glasgow.
Don't talk me about Brexit.
No, don't start that. We're here all the time, mate. Communicators, mate. It's a great comeback. I can't wait to see him.
All right.
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah,
6, 7, 8 times before, and they split up. It's gutted now. I'm really looking forward to it.
I don't know why they did split up. Do you?
I don't know.
Too much to drink, I should imagine.
I expect
I wouldn't be surprised.
Whatever they play is fantastic. They're a really good band.
I hear that Mitch is in the building, so you're okay.
And I'm really glad they got back together. It's amazing.
Look forward to it.
Brilliant.
Okay, thanks.
First of many.
Come all the way from Bradford, these have.
Where's he from?
Bradford.
Bradford.
Come down special tonight just to see these. But in fact, that's what matters. And I can't wait.
You have a good night, chaps. Thanks so much.
My pleasure.
Okay, thanks for that. Cheers.
And then the way that the Tropicana works is like they walk through the bar area and then they filter into the big room. And obviously whenever they've got a drink, said hello to each other, the people they hadn't seen for years and stuff, you know, people started filtering into the big room, the main room, and it was like, and you could physically feel the room buzzing and the anticipation that, you know, it was 6 years in the making, that, you know, and we were backstage, you know, just getting ourselves ready, prepared to go on and do the show, and then, you know, just chat in, and every now and then I'd pop out to go and get a drink and say hello to some people and that before I got ready, and the atmosphere in the room was amazing, and it was everything that we wanted, and at that point I was like, this is going to be alright, you know, because even if they thought, hey, you know, you're not as good as you used to be or whatever, we'd done it. We'd achieved what I'd set out to achieve, which was to put on a communicators gig for people, be it for one last time or not. As it turns out, it won one last time, and, you know, although we're not the same band as we were that from 10 years ago, and in fact we're not the same band now that we were when we stepped onto that stage at the Tropicana, you know, and the fact that, you know, at the Tropicana we did half and half covers and originals, and, you know, that was appropriate for this night.
The girls said they can't wait for a bit of minge. Come on.
Is that what they said?
Bit of minge. Minge on stage.
What kind of binge on?
Sweet mother of God. Mother of what's it?
Look at those braces. Give them a good old twang of that. Very good.
Party, the girls can't wait for a bit of minge.
Waiting for a bit of minge.
Want a bit of minge.
Very good. What's the buffet like in the green room?
Oh, very good, very good. Top bloody class, top notch it is. All homemade, in the packet.
And what do you play in the band?
I play the guitar.
You play guitar. How long have you been playing guitar for?
For over 40 years, I think.
Have you?
Yeah.
Always like ska and two-tone?
No, all sorts. I like any music, all sorts to do. It doesn't have to be ska, it can be anything as long as it's good.
And how long have you been with the COMMS?
Good question. 3 months.
3 months? Like everybody's been in the band like only 3 months.
Yeah.
Mitch is the only one that's been in it for about 40 years.
Well, he started it originally, and then he asked me to join in the very, very beginning, and I said no.
I don't blame you. That's a good answer.
Oh, well, it was, wasn't it? He asked me again, and I said yes. So that's a good start.
Yeah, very good.
Partly deaf.
Are you? What, in one eye? One eye?
One eye? One eye.
What's your name, sir?
George Rouse.
George, right. How long have you been with the COMMS?
For about 3 months, to be honest.
3 months?
3 to 4 months, I think, yeah.
So would that be fair to say you're one of the new boys?
I am one of the new boys.
Oh, one of the
I'm
rude
the oldest,
boys.
definitely the oldest.
Yeah.
You see my wrinkles?
Oh, very good. So, who conned you in, or was it in the small print?
No, actually, Mitch got in contact with me.
Yeah.
What time's your paper round, George? Yeah, I know. Get on my bicycle.
We've got a big crowd out there tonight.
Yes, it's... Is
that daunting for you?
Yeah, I would say so. It's going to be daunting to everyone, really.
Yeah.
Everyone. In any shoes, really. But yeah, no, it'll be good fun. It's going to be... going to have a good time.
All right, George, have a good one.
Thank you very much.
So much.
I appreciate it.
Braces. Can I just take a name check for you, sir?
My name's Adam. I'm the bass player, the bass guitarist.
How long have you been with the COMMS?
It's my first gig, so I've been with them a few months.
Oh my goodness, all those notes to remember.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
And you've got a good crowd out there as well.
I know, brilliant first gig back.
But they're all rooting for you, sir.
Yeah, it's going to be a great gig, really great gig.
Have a good one then, Andy.
Yeah, cheers.
Right. He still loves you.
I feel really bad now using my phone.
Mitch, this is what she gets up to when you're not looking. Texting all these guys. What's it like being the only female in the band?
Does my bum look big in this?
Oh, yes. And
well.
tell us what it's like being the only gal in the band.
Well, it's a bit daunting, I can't lie, but you know, hey ho, I'm used to it
They
actually.
all look after you, do they?
It's pretty much a little bit like that in the last bands I'm in, so I'm okay with it.
How long have you been with the COMMS?
Couple of months. 3 months. 4 months.
I'm the oldest one here, I think.
No pressure, no
You'll be
pressure,
fine, you'll be
but
fine.
it's going to be amazing.
Brilliant.
I know it's going to be amazing. We're going to love it.
Thanks, Ange.
Thank
You're a
you.
star, thank you. Don't do interviews. Why is that then, sir? He was on the Jonathan Ross show last week.
I had to do it for Mitch for the internet. That was bad enough.
Oh, right, well. How long have you been with the COMMS?
Technically since last February, which is when Mitch phoned me up and asked me if I'd be interested, but then he didn't ring back till October.
All right.
So I suppose realistically 5 months.
Yes. Silky, the keyboard player.
Right. We'll edit that bit out.
Okay. So eventually I'll say, can I have a piano? I got a guitar. I want a piano. I got an organ. Eventually I got a piano. It was about 10.
All right. What's your favourite tune that you like playing? Because you were playing Liquidator earlier on.
Yeah, I enjoy that section of the COMMS set because I just have about 6 minutes of solid organ solo almost. So I really enjoy playing that one. Yeah.
I remember just thinking, everybody's getting ready. There's a whole room out there, and me thinking, this is on me, but feeling an unbelievable sense of calm. Not worried about how it was going to go or how we were going to be received or anything. Just thinking, just go and do what you do, and this is what you've been waiting for, and this is what you want. And at that moment, I was thinking about going on stage and how it was going to be. I was also planning a rebrand and to try and think forward about where the COMMS are going and where this music's going and what the future holds for a band like us. And if the future holds anything for a band like us. And I absolutely feel that the country needs a band like us, whether it's us or not, It needs this music. It needs fun.
So we're finally here, it's the 22nd of March. All this preparation that's going ahead.
It's been a long time coming.
Was it a dream? Because the COMMS started how long ago? About 10 years ago?
Oh, and some. About 12, 13 years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we've been gone, six and a bit years now. So I never thought I'd do it again, to be honest. And I'm glad we are, because you only got to look out in that room and see.
I know, there's literally hundreds and hundreds of people. Yeah.
They've missed it, and I'm a bit blown away by it all, to be honest with you. It's
You're overcome with emotion, aren't you?
Emotion, yeah. I thought we'd come back just to a little gig to a few friends, and that would be the end of that. And but no.
Are there any special thanks you want to thank people for?
Loads. My wife for putting up with me for the last 6 months, trying to pull this together. Pnut, all the band, the sound crew, and everybody. But there's just like so many people have worked so hard on this to get it back here. And what are we? Probably 7 minutes away from walking out on stage again is a communicator, which I never thought was going to happen again. And just in sound check, it was. I thought,
goosebumps, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah, it was. I was like, I remember why this was amazing, and it's just. Yeah, you can't really put it into words. That minute when we're stood on the side of the stage waiting to go back out, and I know there's going to be heads on the top, and not just for me, for them as well. So
absolutely.
So yeah.
Some of the people come a long, long way.
Yeah, we've someone from France. Yeah. A couple from Serbia, Newcastle, Sunderland. Yeah. Loads from Bristol. A lot of people from Bristol and Weston and Burnham, obviously.
Swindon and Wales.
Swindon, Wales. Yeah. Wells. It's just. So many people that I know. I can't actually believe it.
Well, have a good one, Mitch, and it's been great being here, this making history for you.
Thank you.
Okay, take care.
See you soon.
We need to all look at it and understand that and appreciate that how amazing it is for 800 to 1,000 people to be stood in a room, all just getting off on the same thing, all loving each other, being no trouble, and it just being a place where everybody wants to be. And this type of music does that. And I want to pay that forward, and I'm not going to give up until this music goes on, and it goes on to the younger people, because, and I'm not on about two-tone, I'm not on about ska, I'm on about our version of it, so that the kids can go back and listen to the old stuff and get off on that too. You know, when the Specials and Madness were doing their thing, you know, the kids were going back and looking at, you know, all sorts of artists, you know, and finding stuff from the past. And that's the way that music works, you know. When people were looking at Real Big Fish and No Doubt, you know, I remember a No Doubt video where the drummer had a Madness t-shirt on, me going, what's that about? And you know, and looking at it, and I mean, I was a Madness fan, so I was buzzed for that. But in order for, I think, for this type of music to go on long past when I'm fucking not here, is if we keep progressing and we keep evolving. And you know, and I haven't really seen happiness within the music industry for a long time, apart from the Tropicana on the 22nd of March. And I want to keep getting out there and giving that to people. And you know, where it goes for me, it's going to be exciting. I can't wait to bring the rebrand and everything, which is obviously going to be a different part of this documentary. But you know, we could continue to just doing covers and playing the same stuff, but that's not going to take it forward.
When the guys came on stage, hairs on your back of your neck just stood up, and they just came in with a bang, and they didn't stop. I've not danced and sang so much in such a long time. It's yeah, I must admit, the next day I was absolutely hanging.
The music, you know, the atmosphere, the beer was flowing, everyone's stomping it all night long. It was just a crazy, crazy night. You know, that should happen every week. That thing should happen every week.
And so then that was it. The Communicators were back with a bang. They're back.
I want to hear everybody in here sing. Are you ready? I said, I'm a communicator. I said, I'm a communicator.
I don't want it to die. I want it to continue. And you know, whether you were listening to old school, Trojan, Blue Beat, two-tone, third wave, whatever it might be, ska, punk, you know, they've all derived from this amazing music. And but each time a band's taking it forward, is exactly what has been needed. You know, the Specials did it, Madness did it, you know, Real Big Fish did it, No Doubt did it, Goldfinger did it. You know, there are so many, you know, and there are bands out there now doing it and taking it in their direction. And I believe that there's a definite need in this country right now, and especially now in this lockdown environment where you think, you know, gigs like the Tropicana, they seem like a million miles away right now, but we will get back there. You know what we need new bands doing that offbeat, skanked, fun, happy music. But in our case, the way that I wish to do that is by keeping that principle, but also having guitars, big guitars, You know, I'm a fan of many bands, and I want to put them all together in this thing that we call BritSka. From the 22nd of March at Tropicana, I saw hundreds and hundreds of people smiling and having fun, and at the end of the day, that's what that night was designed for. Where it goes from here is, you know, exciting, but I don't think we'll ever forget that night.